What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG career mode. It's episode number 8. It's the playoffs, yeah, Plymouth going to the playoffs, where we'll face Coventry over 2 legs, first away at the Rico, and then of course back home in Devon for a right to go to Wembley on the back of finishing in 4th in the table in the last episode, where Luton and Burnley were promoted automatically. So we're going to jump right into it, man. It's the playoff semi-finals taking on Coventry. I would say with the 3 teams in the playoffs right now, Coventry, whilst we did just lose to them in our recent run of form, are probably the side I feel most confident against, with Leeds and Norwich facing each other in the other semi-final tie. So we'll jump into it. I said it in the last episode, I've got a decent record in the playoffs, been to the playoffs 4 times, made the final 3 times, and won every final I've been in. So a 75% promotion success ratio. Let's try and improve that today and get ourselves to the final first. First leg in Coventry though. Come on the Pilgrims. Yeah, here we go, let's do it. A right to play at Wembley. As I said this year, I thought our best was... Oh, what a brilliant start this could be. Hold on. Torok! What a start! Right from kickoff, Janos Torok puts us in front, and Plymouth lead. That was a brilliant little quick triangle move to release the Hungarian, and we strike first in Coventry, courtesy of our number 17. That was a quick little incisive move, sent him through down the left-hand side, and he keeps his composure. Plymouth stun Coventry silent. You might have seen, that's risky that's really risky that. You might have seen pre-game we got the dreaded youth player unsettled email for Horvath. That's that Hungarian striker. It always sucks when you get that email, especially at the end of the season, knowing for the new year they'll probably have a potential decrease, but if he's half as good as the other Hungarian Torok, we're on to a winner. Right, gets away for 2. Oh, off the post. Remember, it's just gone down after trying to flick the ball through. He should be okay to soldier on, but that will be a big blow if he's going to miss the second leg, because he is one of our best players. Scored, of course, the winner in our last game as well, and that will be a massive blow if our fullback will miss. The second leg as well. Do you know what? I'm actually going to take him off. I very rarely take players off, and I don't want to see that injury get hampered. And hopefully, if I do take him off, it will just end up being a bruise. Can't have him missing the second leg, man. 33 minutes in, forced into a change. He's going to do it for the first half as well. What a first 45 minutes. Kept the door locked on Coventry. Haven't had a chance, and that early goal from Torok means we still have the lead. Hold on to this. Go back to Devon leading by a goal. We've got a great chance of making the final. Connor to the skipper. Edwards out of contract at the end of the season. Whether I give him a new one or not, still undecided. He's going down rapidly, but he started every game for me this year. He's Mr. Consistent. Club captain. Player manager in real life, of course, and maybe I'll ask him to join my backroom staff next year and say, hang up the boots and join me on the touchline. Anyway, still leading by 1. Torok. He's had an absolute stormer today. Finds on Beta, and this could be 2, and it should be 2. It's Kante! King Kante doubles Plymouth's lead, and with 10 to play, the kids are alright. First Janos, then Ibrahim. Plymouth lead by 2. Got some good young talent. Coventry, Lewis Binks, Ellis Sims, Mason Clark, Josh Eccles, Ben Sheaf. Oh, straight at Hazard, but today we've kept them all quiet, and I'm just going to time waste here. Because with 2 minutes of normal time to play, it is over, and it's our young talent that are going to deliver a priceless victory in the first leg away. Oh, no, don't concede though. Don't concede. Come on, this tie, it's not over by a long shot. But, oh, Albie Blackburn would have tackled in, shrugged off the ball, shot comes in, Hazard again with the save, and turn behind for a corner. Can't concede right at the end in a game you've had full control over, because in a 2-legged affair, it can really change the whole complexion. As that corner's whipped in, headed up in the air, keep stay on your line, please. That's going to go wide, and that will do it. Plymouth will grind it out. Little shaky towards the end, lost a bit of composure, but Connor bails me out. We'll take a 2-goal lead heading back to Devon, concede no more than 1, and Plymouth Argyle are going to Wembley. About as good of a first leg as we could hope for, but how about his injury for Mumba? Yeah, just a bruise for Mumba in the end. I felt confident it would be, but unfortunately, because the following game comes so quickly in just 3 days' time, he'll still miss it. So Mumba out for the second leg as we welcome Coventry to Devon. But all we need to do tonight is just keep it tight. Keep a clean sheet or concede no more than one, and we are making the playoff final as we'll be heading to Wembley. Let's not bottle this from a 2-goal lead. Come on, the Pilgrims. We're certainly not over this tie. 2-goal leads, as we know, can often be the most dangerous ones. But to me, I think it's all about just keeping it tight. If Coventry score early, then you never know. This whole tie could change in complexion. But if we just shut the door for the first half, keep it 0-0, I feel confident. It's one of those where you just want to take the sting out of the game, do you know what I mean? Take the bite out of it, slow it down, keep it cool, and then just sort of walk your way through the clock as much as you can. It's, to me, the best strategy when you're defending a lead in a 2-goal affair. Just try and kill the clock as much as you can. You know me, man. I like to play fast. I like to play on the counter. I like to play with pace. But ultimately, I also play the situation. We don't need to do that right now, leading by 2. We just need the ball. And Sheaf looking for space. Blackburn does brilliantly well, though. He's had a solid start to this first leg, too. As we're still leading 26 minutes in. Deadlocked on the night, but still having that 2-goal lead. It's all about the kids in the semis, man. Kante and Janos get their goals, and Albi, as things stand, is keeping it as tight as possible in the back four. Well, this has been a truly awful second leg, but it doesn't matter one bit, because we did our job in the first. Skipper does well. That is going to do it. Book your ticket. Plymouth are going to Wembley. I felt confident. When we thought we'd be facing Coventry. And that's no disrespect, they've got some amazing young talent, as we said, but so have we. And it's the youngsters that have seen us there. The goals from Janos and Kante in the first leg, and back-to-back clean sheets for Blackburn, ensuring we are going to Wembley. Plymouth going to the final. There's an argument to be made against playoffs, but I personally love them. I think they're brilliant, man. Just knowing that anyone out of those 4 teams, regardless of their seasons, as we'll take on Norwich in the playoff final, can end up gaining promotion. So what was their scoreline? 3-0 over 2 legs against Leeds, and that's it. It's Norwich in the playoff final for the right for Premier League football. Well, Norwich have been somewhat of a yo-yo team over the past decade in the Premier League. Plymouth have never been to the top tier. You'd say based on the league seasons of both teams, we've probably got the slight advantage with that best defensive record as well, but really, I'd say it could go either way. My record in finals, though, is a perfect 3 from 3. Now we're going for 4 from 4. Norwich at Wembley in the Championship playoff final. I'd say dead even in terms of quality, but let's see if the kids can drag us to the Premier League for the first time in club history. Norwich in the Championship playoff final at Wembley. Come on, the Pilgrims. Yeah, there might be an argument to be made against the playoffs, but to me, they're just class entertainment. You know, they really are. It's to me, it just makes the end of season run-in so good as well. You know, knowing that a team could sneak in on the final day. That happened against the team that I support, Millwall, a couple of years ago. We were literally 45 minutes away from making the playoffs. And we bottled it. You know, we bottled it to Blackburn, and as Sissoko's shot is parried by Angus Gunn and put behind for a corner. But it's carnage. You know, it's carnage, it's chaos, and the playoffs themselves are fantastic as well. And they're even more fantastic when you go all the way to win it too. Tied at 0-0 early doors, but putting the pressure on the Canaries early. Looking for that early breakthrough here at Wembley. Here's Joe Edwards, the captain, who again might be playing his final game for us, and based on that, I think he definitely is. Blackburn's just gone into the book there for an incredibly soft collision. I mean, he basically just, I don't know how that's even a, well, maybe a foul, possibly, but certainly not a booking. But anyway, here comes Norwich, got to concentrate here. Josh Sargent back to Slimani, lovely ball through, ball Hassan's 1-on-1! Norwich in front, 22 minutes in, and the Canaries draw first blood at Wembley. Well, I've been in this situation before. I remember a few years ago I was in the playoff final with QPR and we fell behind. As Darker has his shot palmed away by Angus Gunn, but we found a leveller and then won it in extra time. So I've been in this position before, we've been here before. Morgan saying keep it calm, there's plenty of time. Darko's header off the line, flick back in, it drops to Kante, whose shot is deflected and turned behind for a corner. I mean, we've been a better team, man. Unlucky to be behind. Plenty of time to go. Just don't panic. Keep it calm. Blackburn couldn't pull the trigger and goes down in the process as well. And that looks longer than a bruise. The final game of the season, but now we're light at the back. Albie's down. Josh comes forward, plays it back. Slimani through the gap. This could be 2. It should be 2. It's not. Plymouth clear carnage in the first half. Oh dear, what is that? There's Janos as well to keep it in play there. And Mumba takes it forward. What a chaotic first half. Sissoko through the gap. Kante straight at the keeper. Second half underway. There's plenty of time. We actually played well in the first half. I think we're unlucky to be behind, really. If we just stay positive. Look at the space for Morgan Whittaker. And you know he can strike him from range. He's given room. Gunn with the save. And once again, an effort from outside the area is stopped by the Scot. We are still down, but again, we've played well. We've had chances. We've had shots. Now we just need a finish. With every passing minute, my pessimism grows and my optimism depletes. All Norwich needs to do is keep hold of the ball and they'll be back in the Premier League again. And Plymouth's long wait to play top tier football will continue. There's still time, but I can't get the ball. Darko. Torok shot blocked. And I think that's it as well. I think it's it. It's over. Norwich City back in the big time. Plymouth's wait continues. Held scoreless at Wembley. And held in the Championship for at least another year. I said this season the best we could do realistically is probably getting into the playoffs. We did that. We made the final, but came up short on the biggest occasion. My first loss in a playoff final. It had to happen at some point. It's happened today. I think on the balance of play, it was a pretty even game. When you see the stats in a moment, you'll see, yes, we had more shots, and yes, our XG was slightly higher, but really, it's worth pointing out that 2 or 3 of our attempts came from range, so all Angus Gunn needed to do was not drop a clanger, and Norwich will be fine, and in the end they were. We're a low-scoring team, so when we fall behind, we're always feeling the worst, and in the end, couldn't find that leveller, and the Canaries are up. Disappointing, but, you know, in our first season, to have made the playoff final with this team, fair play. Head up, we'll be back. We will be back. I have no doubt about that. We will be back next year. So I was going to say, let's take one final look at what went on around the world, but I can't, because there's no standings. It's been greyed out. There's no standings. Well, thankfully I grabbed the graphics from the social media tab, so I can at least show you that Liverpool won the FA Cup, Chelsea won the Conference League, and we saw Real Madrid win the Champions League. But I can't. Where is it? I've never seen this before. Is this a new feature for EA? Invisible standings? I can't show you what happened in the tournaments, unfortunately, but I will show you what happened in the other leagues at least. And we'll begin with the Premier League, where Norwich will be going next season alongside Luton and Burnley. Arsenal champions, Liverpool second, Man City third, and Chelsea fourth in the end. And the bottom 3 that are joining us in the Championship, Brighton, Southampton and Ipswich as well. In League One next year, we'll welcome back Birmingham and Huddersfield, with the playoffs being Bolton, Wycombe, Blackpool and Lincoln City as well in England's 3rd tier this season. And as for League 2, MK Dons champions Walsall and Barrow are going to League 1, and the playoffs Fleetwood, Salford, Carlisle and Gillingham in England's 4th tier this year. No shocks in Ligue 1, although they ran it close. Paris Saint-Germain champions, only 2 clear in Nice and Marseille. Very tight French league table this year. And as for the Bundesliga, Harry's wait goes on. Leverkusen back-to-back champions. Will it happen this year in real life, or will Bayern reclaim their throne? Juve champions of the Serie A, 12 clear of Inter, with Milan in 3rd and Lazio in 4th this season. And PSV champions of the Eredivisie with only 1 loss all season long. I'll do a few more. Liga Portugal, quite a tight one. 4 points separating the top three, but it was Porto who were champions, Sporting in second and Benfica in third. Many points behind in real life, but champions of the Scottish Premier League this year. Rangers finishing 3 clear of Celtic at the end of the first phase. But as I always say, there's no way to check the second phase, so you just have to assume the team that are on top won the whole thing. And as for La Liga, Barcelona, champions, finishing 11 clear of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid in third, and Athletic Bilbao in fourth this season. As for the Turkish Super League, Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce champions by 5 points. I've been keeping up to date with what's been going on there with Fenerbahce. The fans at the moment, it seems as though the jury's undecided really on whether Mourinho's the right appointment or not. But as for the MLS, it's Inter Miami who are 4 points clear at this stage of the season. I often say you can tell when Messi's in the game and when he's retired based on how Inter Miami are doing. When they're amongst the top teams, Messi's still playing. When they've dropped to mid-table, that's when he's hung up the boots. And so the final thing we'll do to end the episode and the season is take one last look at the team where you have to say, to drag this side to a championship playoff final, considering the strength of the other teams in the division, I think we did quite well. Might have bottled the final. Gutted to not be going to the Premier League. But yeah, to make the playoffs and then the final with this team, I think we've done well. But for the new year, no doubt about it, there's going to be some big change to this team. We like the youngsters coming through the academy, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I would say for the new season, we didn't change that much about the team this season, really. We kept most of the band together. But for the new year, yeah, we're going to be rebuilding, man. No doubt about it. There'll be loads of change in the summer transfer window. Fingers crossed, touch wood, we'll get a bit of money from the board as well. But I will do my absolute best to keep hold of our 2 star players. Mumba and Whittaker, going to try and give them both new contracts at the end of this season, deter interest from Premier League sides and keep them here. But for the most part, other than those 2, and of course our 3 youngsters through the academy as well, everyone's for sale. Everyone is up for grabs. Victor Poulsen, Brendan Galloway, Adam Forshaw, they are all up for grabs in the summer transfer window. This Plymouth team is going to go through a major rebuild in the summer, as Blackburn, by the way, broke his toe in that playoff final, so he'll miss the start of the new season. I'm not sure Joe Edwards, the captain, will return. Going to ask him to join my backroom staff instead. But yeah, Forshaw's going to go. Jordan's going to go to the Borough, as we know. And my 2 new targets for signings in the summer are the 2 players that are here on loan as well. I don't think we'll get that big of a budget, but fingers crossed, touch, we should have enough to bring back Darko and Sissoko permanently. No doubt about it. They were fantastic this year in their season with us on loan. I'm going to do my absolute best to bring them back permanently next year. And of course, this guy's going nowhere as well. Janos Torok, 5 goals and 4 assists in his season this year, including the opener in that championship playoff semi-final. He's going nowhere. But yeah, there's going to be some big change in the summer to this Plymouth team. I wouldn't say the entire side is going to get gutted out, because there's still a couple of decent young players here, or players in their mid-20s. Going to extend the contract of Bunda as well. It was really solid in the game time he got for us this year. But yeah, we're going to try and make some signings. Didn't make a single signing this season. That's going to change for season 2. And I'm really excited for it, man. The rebuild at Home Park. Looking to build a new core here with Plymouth Argyle, as Horvath shows great potential, by the way. But the man that will be spearheading and still leading, the 16-year-old wonder kid, Ibrahim Kante. 10 goals in 16 games and 4 assists in all competitions as well. How he only grew 1 rating, I have absolutely no idea. With that potential to be special, I'll be fuming if EA downgrade it, because this guy is not just the future of Togo, the future of Plymouth Argyle as well. But that'll do it for the season finale, guys, and season 1 as a whole. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Gutted not to be going to the Premier League, but we'll be back next year, no doubt about it. The future is still very bright indeed, and in the next episode we'll return with a brand new season, with the summer transfer window starting and a rebuild at Home Park. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for season 2 of the RTG career mode very soon.